for the first time, let's welcome in someone who is now a three-time All-Star. He's one of two All-Stars for the Sacramento Kings after De'Aaron Fox was named for the first time on this show. Let's welcome in the big fella, Domantas Sabonis. How you doing, Domas?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good. How are you?
Dude, we are good. Congratulations. I mean, we haven't talked to you since you made the All-Star team. I know it's the third time. You're such a team guy. I get all that. But, I mean, when you reflect back on the fact that you're an All-Star for the third time, you probably dreamt about that as a kid. When you reflect on that, how does that make you feel?
It's crazy, it's definitely something pretty cool, and to do it this time, representing the Kings just makes it more special.
Yeah, we always talk about just what a great feel for the game you have, and you're always talking on both ends, getting the ball moving, very vocal. Where do you get your feel from the game from?
I don't know. I just feel like you've been taught to play the right way at a young age, and I don't know, people say it might be from my dad or something, it just happens. People ask sometimes, like, how do you know that? I don't know. It just happens. It just happens on the court, Can't really explain it.
It must be nice to just be great at something.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know, I just have this.
It's
my ability. You mentioned your dad, and like, when we saw him in the NBA, it was more toward the backside of his career, but God, he was so good. Everyone talks about how talented of a player he was, and if he would have come over early, what he would have been in the NBA. How often is your dad hitting you up? Like, does he text you a lot? Does he give you feedback on your game? Like, what's that like with your dad?
He actually watches 95% of every game. Either he stays up late and watches, or he's here visiting me. And then after every game we call, we talk. So it's nice having you in my corner to help me out.
Is he hard on you? Like, does he ever like really critique you?
Not much growing up, and now it's more we just critique the game.
It's funny because Lorraine Fox has called into our show, and we asked her kind of the same thing about, hey, after losses, like, do you hit up De'Aaron? And she's like, oh, no. But when they win, I'll give him a text about lighting the beam. So it's always fun to see what parents do. But Domas, about your game, you take so much pride in it. You seem like you play with so much joy when you're out there on the floor. Are you a big film guy? What is it when you're not playing on the floor that you're doing to better your game?
Yeah, I watch a lot of film. I always watch every game right after the game, either on the road, on the plane, or at home. Just like to study. It's so much easier when you can see it visually. Then you might see something on the court and you're like, oh, wow, this was completely open. Why didn't I do that? Or why didn't I see that? So definitely do watch a lot of film.
I want to ask you about your teammate, De'Aaron Fox. I was irritated last week because I'm like, this guy should have been an All-Star. Like, he should have been named. Yeah. The good news is he was named as an injury replacement today. You've had a chance to play with him for almost a year now. What has impressed you most about his development and now that he's an All-Star?
No, it's amazing. I'm so happy for him. It's great, finally they got it right, and he's coming, but just his ability to really turn it on in the fourth, or like when you need him, he might not be having a great game or something, but he's always going to be there for you at the end. He can really turn it on quick and be there for you when it matters. So we've been relying on that all year long, so it's been working great for us, so I'm just really, really happy for him, excited for him. It's his first time, the first one's always special.
I feel like you've helped him a lot. And I don't know, and I'm not just talking about on the floor. I think you guys all help each other because you guys are really talented players. You got talent around you. But I feel like he's more vocal than he's ever been. He's taking more pride on that. I mean, what have you noticed from that?
Definitely, he's been more vocal. I feel like it helps. We just have a great group of guys off the court. So, on the plane, we're joking around. On the bus, there's just a great group, a lot of team chemistry, and then guys get to let loose. They might not have the confidence before, but if you can take jokes and everyone can mess around with everyone, it's easier to open up and speak up.
Yeah, talking about some of your teammates, the rookie Keegan Murray, he's had his ups and downs of the season, just a huge January. You see him play and you coach him up and you're always talking to him. What did you see in him as a player?
He's great. Like you said, ups and downs is normal. You're a rookie, you're going through things. He has a great month. Next month, teams are scouting him, not letting him do things. So he's in shock. Now he has to figure out options B and C. So it's just all part of the process. And he's a great kid, wants to work, always team player first. So he listens, and me and him are in a lot of action, and I see that he can do a lot of it, So I'm just trying to coach him, things that I went through my rookie year and stuff, So just trying to be there, help out and be a leader on the team.
Your toughness is pretty insane. And by the way, I know we sound like we're slobbering all over you. We kind of are. You've already made it in my top 5 favorite Kings of all time.
Facts.
Born and raised in Sacramento. But your toughness, man. I just, how many times you've been hit in the face? How many times you get knocked down? I feel like you've gotten hit in the face like every game this year, at least multiple times. You got the thumb thing. Like, what was your motivation to keep fighting through it once you had that thumb injury? Because it would have been easy for you to be like, you know what, I'm just going to rest this, just kind of take it easy now, get this healthy. Why did you want to keep playing?
It's tough, I always want to play through every game, no matter what it is, as a competitor, you want to be out there. And once you heard the number, like 6 to 8 weeks, out after surgery, it just, we worked so hard all summer, all year, training camp, to put ourselves in a good position and, just to not be there for the team for 25 games, something like that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't, I said, I'm going to try it out. If it goes well, it goes well, like we can always do the surgery after. So I tried it out, it's a pain that I can deal with. So I'm just going to keep going with it.
But it's why you've played at the same level though. Like, it's one thing to play, but you've been able to keep producing.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Thankfully, it's my right hand, and everyone says I don't use it or need it. So, left hand maybe would have been a bit different.
Okay.
Got it. So robotic body. We understand that. Obviously you guys have played some really good basketball this year. We've all enjoyed watching this really fun product on the floor. And I know you're really honest with yourself. So how do you guys need to take that next step as a team?
The next step is definitely, defense. Defense is a big part for us. Coach is a defensive guy, and we just really need to go and learn how to put 4 quarters together. Usually we have 2 or 3 good quarters, and that 1 or 2 hurts us. If we can do that more consistently, that's going to help us out a lot. And then on offense, just don't get complacent. We're doing a lot of great things, but teams are going to start scouting us, and we got to be more tough and physical because they're going to start taking things away.
I know the trade deadline could be like a super stressful time in the NBA. It didn't seem like there was a ton of rumors around you guys. Of course, there's just that one move made, Kessler Edwards joining you guys. And then like in the Pacific Division, I mean, you see a ton of movement. Durant joining the Suns, what the Clippers were able to do. What's going through your mind when you see the rest of the West add like that?
It's crazy. It happened all like in an hour. But as a competitor, that's fun. We get to go against Kyrie and Luka today. You get to go against the best. And if you want to win, you got to go against the best. So for me, that's definitely fun and exciting. And for us, when you have a great group like us with great team chemistry, sometimes you don't want to mess things up. Things are going good. And at the end of the day, it's in our control. We got to get better. We know the things we got to get better at. So we just gotta focus on that.
So, Domas, you became a father last year. You're an all-star. De'Aaron just became a father, and he's an all-star. And people say that becoming a parent changes you. Do you have any advice for your teammate, De'Aaron, going forward?
I don't even know. Like, it's just, it's completely different. Like, no sleep, but you have all the strength. I don't know. I was a big nap guy. No more naps, no nothing. But you still have the energy to do everything.
Wow.
You play for your son, your daughter, whatever it may be. But it's just a whole different perspective of life, And I'm just grateful. It's been amazing so far.
One, we super appreciate you joining us on a game day.
Yes.
I know you got a game later. It's insane that you even joined us. Thank you. But I do want to ask you one more thing before I let you go. Your perspective on playing in front of these fans. I know you guys are playing good basketball, but it seems like this community has just really rallied around this team. Yeah. You guys walk in. I know sometimes on a Tuesday night in the road, it could be a little dead. No disrespect to the other NBA markets. That Houston game, there's nobody there. It's hard to get that energy. You guys walk in, it doesn't matter who you play, whether it's a premier team or maybe a losing team, the fans are into it. Like, as a player, how does that feel when you can walk into a gym and feel that type of atmosphere?
It's amazing. It's something you grow up dreaming about. You grow up watching the big games and you see all these fans and their support and screaming, going crazy. And the fact that we get to do that mostly every night of the year is amazing, because I've been on other teams where at home, depending on whatever the team is, it's 50% full, and it's tough to come out. So they're really helping us bring energy, support. It just makes it way more fun to be on the court. And I don't know, they've just been amazing since day one. I always say that since I got traded here, they've been amazing.
Well, you've been amazing too, man, and congratulations on making the All-Star team. Really wish you luck in the next couple of games tonight. Let's keep this thing rolling, man. We appreciate you joining us. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the one and only, the All-Star, the 3-time All-Star, Domantas Sabonis. Let's go!
Let's go.
How about that?
Dude, good
Wow,
job,
nice
Deuce
little
Mason.
surprise.